All right, so strength for today is single arm stuff. So a push, pull, and then abs. It's glute bridge floor press, single arm, 10 to 15 per side, 1 minute rest. And then you have a one arm rotational row. And that's, again, 10 to 15, rest a minute, and then weighted hollow holds, which I think we've done before, 40 to 60 seconds, and then rest 45 seconds. Then the Metcon is 12-minute AMRAP, 20 sit-ups, 10 overhead walking lunges. Left arm RX is 50 and 35, 10 overhead walking lunges, right arm. I have to make sure, but I think it's just forward lunge instead of walking as a substitute. But if you have enough space in your apartment, by all means, you can do that. Johnny, it looks like you have some space.
Yeah.
Mike, maybe go outside? No?
It's been like a mosquito saying it happened here, so we're inside now. Yeah.
Okay. So that would be forward lunges. All right, let's warm up. Why don't you guys do some jumping jacks, 25 of them? And then why don't we do some quadruped scap cars after that? So get on the floor. And you're doing shoulder blade circles. Let's do 5 really good ones each direction. Once you've done 5, you're going to sit back on your heels. And then we're going to do 5 shoulder cars in this position, so that make sure that your torso doesn't rotate as you come around. So I want you to think about spinning your bicep around so that you do get that internal and external rotation of your shoulder. So Mike, put your hands down on the floor to start, and then you're going from there. So you're almost in a hinge position. if you sit at a desk all day in front of a computer, these two things are awesome to do if you take breaks. All right, let's go ahead and put one arm behind your head, same position. You're gonna come down, touch your elbow to your forearm, and then open up that chest. So let's do 10 nice, easy reps per side, trying to open up your chest even more each rep. All right, you guys, once you've done 10 per side, you're gonna flip around and we're going to do a dead bug hold. So legs squeezed together, toes pointed towards the ceiling, lower back pressed into the floor, shoulder blades off the floor, and we're gonna hold this for 30 seconds. Hang on, I'm getting my clock. 3, 2, 1, go. So arms up towards the ceiling, try to touch your toes, shoulder blades off the floor. Keep reaching for those toes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, you guys, let's do some hip circles. So you guys are gonna get now on your forearms, and these aren't hip cars, so nice and loose. You're gonna do big knee circles in one direction. Let's get 10 of these, and then you're gonna reverse the movement for another 10, and then switch sides. Try to make those circles bigger every rep. All right. Let's flip around, and you're going to sit in this position. We've all done kind of crab things before. Did you get it, Mike? Cool. All right. So you're gonna sit in this crab position, and all we're gonna do are hip raises, trying to open up our hip for that glute bridge. And also stretching out our biceps and our pecs. Let's get 10 of these, focusing on that hip extension at the top. Go ahead. Try not to get your lumbar spine, but only your hip. All right, now we're gonna do hollow hold, but we're gonna do a modified version of hollow hold, bringing our arms up like this in preparation for holding a weight in the weighted hollow hold. So now we're gonna hold that position for 60 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. Keep pressing that lower back into the floor, so very active. I want you to reach for the sky with your hands, because you're going to have to do this as you hold the weight. So let's practice that now. 25 seconds in. You've got 20 seconds left. Keep reaching. Ten seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. So for the strength workout, obviously it's going to be a lighter weight than what you're pressing or pulling. So you can find an object. If you can find an object that's a little bit lighter, that's fine. Or you can do it body weight. That's fine as well. All right. Last thing I want to go over is a toe stretch for the lunges later on. So let's get on your knees with your toes curled under. Good. And then you're going to lean back and sit on your heels this way, putting pressure on your toes. If that's too much, you're going to stay here. So let's just hang out here for a nice big toe stretch. I want you to be on that big toe. So don't revert out to the side toes. I want you to put pressure on that stretch on that big toe. All right, we're gonna go from here to, if you need to widen your feet, you're gonna go from here to a squat, back to here, and then flat, here, squat, here, and flat. You're going to do that 8 times. Go ahead. Try to push off that big toe as you bring your knees in and out of that squat. And then once you're done, you're gonna grab your weight. And then we'll go over these movements. All right, so what I would do is I would do this like a Turkish get up, same setup. So I would come to my side, roll it out, and then set myself up for the glute bridge, right? Get into a glute bridge and then press up with both hands. I mean, it depends how much weight you have, but if it's a challenging weight, then that's what you do. If it's not, then you're just gonna do this, obviously, right? And then you're pressing this way. So with the glute bridge, hips open the same, the whole time, I'm sorry, try not to get into your lower back. So the way that you would do that is a posterior pelvic tilt. So we've done this before, and this is me in a normal hip tilt. I'm going to tuck my butt under so that I'm in a posterior pelvic tilt. So that's what you're doing in that glute bridge position. Does that make sense? You're also digging your heels into the floor the whole time. Let's get 2 practice reps per side, and then you can decide if that weight is appropriate for you. So Johnny, the whole time, your hips are up. They never go down. So glute bridge, perpetual glute bridge throughout your reps. Hips don't move, they stay the same height, 2 per side. So Cody, you would have to lower your hips unless you can pass it over with that weight. Also, the thing that I want you to be focused on is just like a push-up, your hand should be around here, right? In 45 degrees. They should not be up here. That puts you in a terrible position for your shoulder. So 45 degrees. Let's go over the one-arm rotational row. So you'll be doing this either from a hinge position if you don't have a couch or a bench, or from your couch or bench. So I'm gonna go on my couch and show you the couch version first. It's just a row, so a low row. If you notice, my fist is at my lower rib cage, and I'm gonna just rotate as I come up. So it's a little bit easier than a strict dumbbell row because now you've got the momentum of that rotation helping you. If you're doing a standing version, you're going to hinge and row this way. So shins are vertical, almost like you're doing a good morning, and you're going to row that way. So go ahead, whatever variation you're doing, you're gonna do 2 per side, and then we're gonna get right into it. Mike, I can't see your other hand, but if you're, put your other hand on your thigh so that you have an anchor to rotate from. Okay. All right, you guys. So those were that's the push and pull movements. And then either you're using the same weight or a lighter weight or no weight for the weighted hollow holds. And we're going to do that for 40 and 60 seconds. As with all the holds, I will tell you when 40 seconds has elapsed and then 60 seconds. All right, let's get into position for the glute bridge floor press. So you are doing 10 to 15 each side, and then we're gonna rest for 1 minute. On you, go ahead whenever you're ready. Let's make sure those arms, those elbows are locked out at the top. If you have a lighter weight, you're gonna do 15, of course. So believe it or not, I want you guys to use your whole body for these presses. So everything is engaged and you're actively pressing your upper back into the floor as you press out. Mike, you should know this from powerlifting and strength. So I'm gonna start the 1 minute clock. One arm rotational row is next. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. Cody, a little more rotation from your torso. Weighted hollow holds are next. So don't forget that you are pressing your lower back into the floor and pushing that weight up into the sky. You have 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, let's get on the floor and go. Keep those shoulders off the floor. Keep reaching. 30 seconds in. Option to stop now. You're at 40 seconds. Ten seconds left. 3, 2, 1, rest. All right, 45 seconds rest before the next set of floor presses. So does that make sense, what I said about the floor press, pushing your upper back into the floor as you press up? It's almost like a seesaw kind of action, right? So this should be active as you press up. Okay, you have 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. Thirty seconds. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1, whenever you're ready. So Caitlin, don't move your torso up. Keep your torso at the same height, but just rotate. Yep. 30 seconds. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. Thirty seconds in. 40 seconds in. 10 seconds left. Keep pressing up. 3, 2, 1, rest. All right, you guys, last round coming up. Cody, for the floor press, bring your heels closer to your hips a little bit so that your shins are a little more vertical. All right, you guys, you have 3 seconds, 2, 1, and whenever you're ready. Okay, you guys, you have 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. Nice, Johnny. "30 seconds. "10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. "30 seconds in. Keep pressing up. "10 seconds left. 3, 2, 1, rest. All right, you guys, have a piece of paper and a pen or something to keep track of your reps and rounds. And I just want to go over options for the lunge. So Johnny, it looks like you have room over there to do at least 5 walking lunges. I would do that. Another option is a forward lunge, but I feel like the forward lunge is more difficult than a walking lunge. So option to also do reverse lunge. There's a tendency to come off your heels while you're decelerating in the forward lunge. So just be careful of that if you choose to do the forward lunge. Mike and Caitlin, you look like you have room enough to do like 2 or 3 forward walking lunges each. Yeah. So I would do that, okay? Let's go ahead and you're gonna press your weight up or press it up. Left side first, right side second. So let's press the weight up and do 4 walking lunges with a left side up and then 4 walking lunges, right side up. Do you have enough room there, Cody, to do some walking lunges, or are you going to do forward lunges?
Yeah, I think I just got to do the forward or reverse.
Okay, so that's pretty heavy, the weight that you have. If you find that you're losing stability, I would do a reverse lunge.
Okay.
Push off that big toe as you lunge forward. How did everybody feel about their lunges? Just want to talk about this quickly. Johnny, were you okay with the lunges? Okay. All right, so here's what I want you to focus on the walking lunges. As you come down into your knee, I want you to be very, very focused on locking out that elbow. So there's a tendency to, as you come down to your knee, to bend your elbow, right? I want you to really be mindful of that elbow lockout as you come down to your knee. Does that make sense? All right, so let's just review the sit-up. Shoulder blades start on the floor. I like a wide foot stance, so shoulder width about shoulder width apart. Shoulders start on the floor. As you come up, shoulders are in line with your hip crease. So right over here is not a rep. This is a full rep. So let's get 5 sit-ups for now. All right, you guys, go get a drink of water if you need to, use the bathroom if you need to. This is a 12-minute AMRAP. These 3 movements are going to go fast. So you should accumulate a bunch of rounds. It's going to be slower towards the end, right after your sit-ups, to do those overhead walking lunges. That's why I say make sure your elbows are locked out. I don't want that weight to suddenly drop. So just be wary of that, to be a little more careful on those lunges as you go up in rounds. All right. I'm going to get my clock. All right, 12-minute AMRAP. Is everybody ready? Yes? Cool. All right, starting with 20 sit-ups, then 10 left arm, and then 10 right arm overhead lunges. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. Cool, Mike. Nice, Johnny. Johnny, you were about 1:40 for your first round. The rest of you guys were about 2 minutes for your first round. So try to match that each round. Eight minutes left. Nice, Cody. You guys look great. Lock out that elbow, Mike. Five minutes left. Good, Johnny. Nice, Caitlin. Okay, you guys, 3 minutes. Tight abs as you descend into your lunge. Okay, you guys, last 90 seconds. Try to keep moving. Don't stop now. Good, Mike. Last minute. Okay, you guys, 30 seconds left. Go for it. Come on, Cody. Nice, Johnny. Let's go, Mike. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Turn on your mics. Well, how many rounds did you guys get?
We finished 6 and started 7.
Cool.
7 rounds, 17 reps.
How many, Johnny?
7 rounds, 17 reps.
Caitlin, same for you as Mike? Nice. What about you, Cody?
5 and 30 reps.
Those forward lunges look awesome. You look really stable, your arm.
Thank you.
And you were really consistent. Good job, everybody. Don't forget to put these in Wodify, and let's just do a quick cool down before I let you guys go. So you're just going to do some scorpions on the floor, arms out at your side, alternating. Let's get 8 per side, and then you're going to do arm 1. So also alternating, push-up position on one side, Y position on the other side, also alternating. So legs first and then arms next. Are you liking it up there in Connecticut, Mike?
Yeah, it's pretty nice. Although, like, there were no mosquitoes, and then last week there's just like, I don't know, 20,000. Like, it's like you get out of the car and they attack you. So we got the garage set up just. Yeah.
Keep that. Well, I think we'll be resuming, continuing, not resuming, continuing the Zoom classes. I don't know, I missed the last meeting, but we'll be continuing the Zoom classes even though we will have some outdoor classes. And even as we start going back into the gym, I think her plan is to do a few Zoom classes for those who are still wary of going back into a closed space. So I'll keep you updated.
Awesome.
Cool. Have a great day, guys.
Some people should show up to Sunday too. Come on, Johnny, Cody. Sometimes
Yeah.
All right, guys.
All right. Have a good one.
Guys, good work.